We accounted today at that office.
You know, we spent a lot of time, the Black Caucus, making sure that there was funding put in the budget for a good census count. So I did not do that alone. I'm just here as the Illinois Legislative Black Caucus. This is our census bus tour, Get Out the Count, and I'm joined with Representative Lilly and Representative LaShawn Ford in making sure that we secured that $29 million to make that happen. Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton is here with us, a member she's always a member of the Black Caucus, and we needed to make sure that it was going to have a follow through and that things were going to happen. So it's wonderful to have her in that capacity. So make sure that our people are counted. It affects our schools, our hospitals, in a major way. I saw the president of the Loretto Hospital here, and we want to make sure that we're moving in the right direction collectively, collaboratively, and that's why we're so happy that Donald Du, HSI, and his team was awarded one of the biggest contracts so that the West Side and the South Side can work together.
You all know that we can't do anything outside of partnership with community. And this census, this 2020 census, the work that needs to be done is going to be based in what happens in our communities. Now, I'm from Bronzeville on the south side, but I heard that the west side. That's what I heard. I love the south side, but like the leader said, this is about all of our communities.
Absolutely.
It is so important to see each and every one of you here being a part of a process that's going to make a difference in our community and the lives of the people we love. We must have a complete count. We are better together. Can we all say that?
We are
better together.
And that's important because people died to make sure that we are counted as a whole. So spread the word that it's about the money, but it's also about dignity.
And I'm so proud that the many West Side organizations came together under Donald's leadership, and many South Side organizations came together to make sure that all of our communities are counted. So I would love for Donald just to share with you what that looks like, what's ahead, and how we're going to get our communities completely counted.
Yes. We are so happy and pleased and thankful to our governor, our lieutenant governor, all of our elected officials, and more importantly, our community for coming together as a coalition to say, we do count, we will count, and we're going to make it count in the state of Illinois. Let me just quickly acknowledge all these sub-recipients who are part of our Counting on Chicago Coalition 2020. The members of our coalition include, of course, Habilitative Systems, Inc. as a regional intermediary, Above and Beyond Family Recovery Center, the Alternative Schools Network, the Austin Children's Network Providers, the Austin People Action Center, Chicago Westside Branch of NAACP, Communities United, Family Guidance Center, Fathers Who Care, Garfield Park Community Council, Haymarket Center, the Loretto Hospital, People's Community Development Association, Phalanx Family Services, Proviso Light and Council for Community Action, St. Agatha Church, Sinai Health Systems, and the Westside Health Authority. This effort is coming out of the Illinois Department of Human Services. Many of our subrecipients have been serving the hard to reach, the hard to count, the most disadvantaged population of folks in the state, in our city, for years, over 40, 50, 60 years. So in addition to doing the census count, we're going to be assessing, Madam Lieutenant Governor, those persons who are a part of the social determinants of health. Who are those persons with mental health needs, substance abuse needs, disability services? Any of these persons who are in need of these services, we're going to deliver those services on the spot. No person will be left behind.
The Secretary of State did give out a $2 million grant, and for census, specifically for census outreach. So we were happy to see that happen. Those recipients are right now on the ground doing census work.
What I want to do is let you all know about all the employment opportunities that we do have. There's a lot of literature upon your entry and exit points. We have employment opportunities both full-time and part-time. And like I tell everybody, when you have an employment opportunity, when you have an employment seat filled with the Census Bureau, then that kind of does two things. It increases the employment rate, and it also spreads the awareness of how important the census is, because everybody that works at the census goes home and talks about the census.
I just want to make sure everyone knows that the state, through waivers and rules and policies,
made sure that anyone who does a U.S. Census Bureau job, your benefits will not be impacted. So that's SNAP, that's TANF, that's Medicare, that's child care. So feel free to work for the U.S. Census Bureau from now through July. Tell your friends, tell your family. They have other positions that are not just door knockers. They have office positions. So feel free to work and still have your benefits.
The coalitions behind us all accounted for. We've got all of the sectors being, we're pointing ourselves to areas where we need to be at. We know that the north side and the west side and south side of Austin are the hardest to count for the west side of Chicago. And we're here, many of us, to make sure we take on that charge to make sure that everyone is counted.
We're getting on the bus, and we encourage you to get on the bus. So anytime you see census anything, tag it and encourage people to get involved with the census. Get on the bus, call Donald, do whatever it is you need to do to make sure that we're counting our communities up.